Oh, we got another Versus, a GT1, a mini MXIII, and a Sunvell. Wait, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. What we've got a Versus mode times 3. So this is a brand new TV box I just got. The Sunvell T95k Pro. And it's just a typical box. So let me pull this out. Alright. Let me set this top aside. But hang on one second. Let me smell this bad boy because this is brand spanking new. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah. And what do we got here? Check this out. Oh yeah. So basically, we have a Beelink GT1 versus a Beelink MXIII in a Sunvell, what's that damn number? T95k Pro. Alright, let's see what other accessories are in here. For the Beelinks, just a fresher course, you've got both of them come with this remote. They both have the same plug. And you get an HDMI cable with the Beelinks. Let's see what the Sunvell, what you get. Alright. So what we got is we've got another different style remote. It's probably going to be worthless like the other remote. We also have an HDMI cable. And we have a power cord. An instruction manual. And that's it. So, to summarize, the Beelink GT1 and the Sunvell T95k Pro, they both have the S912 chip, whereas the Mini MX has the 905X chip. All three of them have the Android 6. All of them have OTA, over-the-air updates. They both have Kodi 16.1, wireless Bluetooth, and we're going to find out which one is better, which one I prefer, and at least you can see and make a decision on the one you like. So let me set all this stuff aside, and we'll just take a look at the boxes themselves. Alright, so bear with me, I got a lot of stuff to cover in a very little time. I also forgot to mention all three have 2 gig RAM and 16 gig hard drive. So let's look at the sizes first. The first thing that jumps out at me is, hang on, is the thicknesses. The Sunvell is much thicker than the two Beelinks. The two Beelinks are thickness identical. Plus this Sunvell is a little bit wider. Oh, let me pull this down a bit. Here we go. And let's see. And it's a little deeper too. So on the Beelinks first, I've already covered this, but there is just 2 easy LED lights in the front, where the T95 has a clock display. I believe it's a clock. I'll find out later. On the other side, I don't know if there's a display here because I haven't turned it on yet, and nothing on the Beelinks. Now on the back, they have let's take a look here. Identical inputs where it's digital outs here and here. You have an auxiliary, an AV out on this, on the T95. You don't have it on the Beelinks. You've got the HDMIs, Ethernet, USBs on all three, and then the power. So the T95 has an extra AV out. That's pretty nice. And then on the other side, all of them have the mini micro card slot and USB. And then on the bottom, there is nothing on the Beelinks, and on the T95 you have these little rubber legs. I actually like the color of this. It's kind of subjective if you like it or not. But you know, the Beelink GT1 has like a carbon fiber look. I don't know if you can tell, but I like the Beelink GT1 with the carbon fiber. This one is just a plastic, non-glossy on the top, and of course these awesome colors, which I like. Some people might not like it, but for a game room or, you know, for something different, I like it. It's pretty cool. But performance is very important to everybody, so I'll have to plug in all the info. Let me just set this all up nice, and you'll get all the information you need on the benchmarks. And by the way, these are all the special orders that people want from me, and so a lot of people like the Beelinks also. Alright, so here's the Mini MX, and what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in for the very first time and see how fast it's going to go. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's the very first. It's like 33 seconds. And so this is the very first time I turned this Mini MX on for the very first time. Let's take a quick look at the pre-installed apps on the Mini. And these are the only apps that are installed on the Mini. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off, set up the Wi-Fi, check for update, and you'll see what an update looks like. Okay, first I'd like to talk about the Mini MX launcher. I really like the Beelink's launcher. If you take the original remote, this is the original remote, and you look on the remote, there's a button with 3 lines in it. Well, this menu comes up and it'll let you change to 4 different wallpapers. I'm going to pick this blue one. It's not as bright as the gray. Also, for any Android launcher or any Android TV box you're going to buy, the bottom navigation bar and the top navigation bar is very, very important. If it doesn't have it, I would not purchase the box at all, because you can maneuver home from this circle button, this square button. You'll see all the apps that are open. You just hit the X and close it, because this clear apps does not work. And then of course you can shut it down manually here. When you hit the power button, you could see. So I'm going to hit the home button. So here's the update, the OTA, which is the over the air. and we're going to go online update. So there's the update. So we're going to hit the download. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick update later. Alright, and then we're just going to hit the home button. And now what we're going to do is we're going to reboot the box, and you'll see what happens. Successful update, and let's see if there's another update. If you go back to updates, online update, you can see there's a new version, and let's see if we download, and let's see if there really is a problem. We'll do update later, and we're going to hit the home, then we're going to reboot, and let's see what happens here. Well, so as you can see, I had a back-to-back update. They both worked with update later. You can see how long it took to optimize the apps, and let's take a look and see if there's another update. So your system is up to date. So we're up to date and everything works. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to sign into the Google Play Store, add some benchmark. Oh, what happened? Focus. Focus. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the Google Play Store, add some benchmark apps, and show you the numbers for the Mini MX. Alright, Sunvell, just plugged it in, and let's see what happens. Little animation, never been turned on before. And there you go. So let's take a quick look at the launcher here. I've never seen this launcher before. And so this launcher is definitely not better than the Beelink in my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. And let's see, we got Kodi, video, browser. Let's look at the apps real quick. And that's all the pre-installed apps. Netflix, there's an updater, that's good. Skype. I don't know why there's a system update and another update, but at least there isn't a lot of apps, so that's good. Now I see that there's a, let's go to the home. I see there's a bottom navigation bar and a top navigation bar. That's very good, but let's see if we minimize it and get it back. Okay, so oh, it doesn't look like we can get the navigation bar back, so that's not good. So once you close the navigation bar, it seems like you have to reset it to get that back. So let me go to the Wi-Fi, hook that up, and see if there's any updates. Alright, the T95, I got the Wi-Fi going. So let's see if there's any updates. Oh, sorry about that. Let's take a look here. So this would not be the section. I guess it would be system update. Yep. So your system is currently up to date. So there's no update currently, I guess. So I don't know if that's good or bad. So let's just take a quick look at Kodi and see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what that TV add-on menu is, but there you go. There's a preloaded add-ons, which I'm sure is all crap. Yeah, Exodus is good. You know, I am not going to go one by one and see if all this stuff works. I have my little preset favorites that I do, and that is exactly what I'll do, is wipe this out and start all over again. Alright, let's exit out of this. It's doing an update, so I don't know if that stops it. Oh, it exited out. So, Google Store, it looks like there's a Google Store, so I'm not really into this launcher. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do at the moment. I like to see the words, like this is Kodi obviously, and YouTube, but you know, it's nice to have the lettering. So anyway, I will add all the benchmark information and show you the numbers. Alright, startup time for the Beelink GT1.
Because she's your best friend and your true love. Presenting the Ever-Us two-stone diamond collection. New rings, necklaces, earrings, and bracelets. One diamond for your best friend, one diamond for your true love, for the one woman who's both. Ever-Us. Available at K, Jeff, and Sales.
Alright, so here's the Beelink GT1. Well, I'm not going to get that deep into the GT1. It basically matches the Mini MX. You can look at my other video where I go into the GT1 and show you what Kodi looks like, the apps that it was installed. But it's basically, it's exactly like the Mini MX, except for Kodi in the GT1, it was all pre-installed add-ons, which I will be removing. So we're going to do the Geekbench first. Let me run it and I'll get back to you. Alright, for the Mini MX, these are the ones I'm going to check: the Geekbench, Antutu, DRM, the SD Bench, and the root checker. So I'm going to start off with the first one, let it run, and come back to you. Alright, for the Mini MX, here's the results. Score of 1712. I'll do the single core information in case anybody wants to see. And of course I'll give you the multi-core. Alright, on to the next one. So the Sunvell, here's the benchmark numbers. I'll scroll to see if you guys want to see any other numbers here. We'll do the single core. And the multi-core. Alright, so here's the benchmark results, and I'll just scroll down for the GT1. And I'll do the single core. And I'll do the multi-core. So here's the Mini MX and 2.2 scores. And as you can see, so Sunvell and 2.2 numbers, I'll just scroll through. All right. So here's the N22 numbers. I'll just scroll. All right. All right, Mini MXIII bench numbers. Hope you can read it. The results. Now let's check to see if it's rooted after 2 updates. And it says root access is properly installed on your device. Alright, the Mini MX DRM info. So just pause it, see what you want to see what type of information will help you. Alright, so these are the SD bench numbers. Alright, now the DRM. Alright, now let's see if it's rooted. We'll verify the root, and it is rooted. Okay, so that concludes the Sunvell portion of it, so on to the next one. So GT1 SD bench numbers. Let me do the results. Alright, then we're going to do the DRM info. There's the numbers for that. And the root checker to verify the root, and it's rooted. So that is it for the GT1, and now for the final conclusion. Alright, so who wins? Which one is better? Well, let's first talk about the accessories that comes with the Android boxes. This is the Beelink. Both Beelinks have this sort of plug, and this is the Sunvell. So if your power strip has space issues, this one's going to be a problem. Well, this one just plugs right in versus the extra space this one needs. For the remotes, this is the Beelinks, both of them use this one, and this is the Sunvell. They both just mediocre. Don't even use it. Use a mouse or some sort of AirLink remote. Alright, so let's start off with the Sunvell, and let's talk about the cons. The launcher. Well, the launcher to me is just mediocre. You can't customize it. It's just good enough. Yeah, you can add other launchers. That's up to you. The bottom navigation bar, well, once you minimize it, you can't get it back unless you reboot, turn it off, start it up. So that's not good. Also, it doesn't have a all close for your apps. So you'd have to go one by one and hit the X button and it'll close one by one versus the other navigation bars where there's a big X and it closes all at one time. And the navigation bar doesn't have a power off. I had to add an app to do the power off. Now, for Kodi, well, that was a really tough thing for me on Kodi. They had a customized TV add-on Confluence launcher for Kodi, and it was a nightmare. You can just do clear data on that, on Kodi. So I had to install a repository from Fusion to say all clear, and that cleared it. Now, also on Kodi, the Google Play Store, you can't update, from what I saw. They do have a Kodi update, but the problem with the, well, I should say a Kodi update app. And that app, what it does is it updates the customized TV add-on Confluence, not Kodi in general. So that was a bit of a problem for me. And lastly, the Wi-Fi. To me, it was average to below average in connection, the speed. So the Wi-Fi isn't that great on the Sunvell. Alright, let's talk about the Beelink, whoops, upside down, Mini. So the cons on this is Kodi sometimes crashes. Not when you're watching a movie, but when you're going through the menus. So if you're watching something, you finish the movie, then you get out and then you want to see another movie, it has a tendency to crash. For Wi-Fi on the Mini, it is average to above average. So it's a pretty good Wi-Fi. Now to the Beelink GT1. Kodi also crashes when you're going through the menu. So once again, if you're watching a movie, it's fine, but when you get out and you're scrolling through different stuff, it crashes. Also, Kodi is a little bit on the dark side. These are the two complaints in the forums for the Beelinks. And the Wi-Fi is above average to excellent. I mean, this Wi-Fi on this box is really good. And of course, if you plug in, then you don't have any problems with the Wi-Fi. Alright, let's talk about the pros. For the Sunvell, to me, and not a lot of people would say it, I love the design. You know, it's got the clock up front, I like the colors, it's whimsical, a lot of fun. I really like it. Once Kodi is set up, which, you know, does take a lot of work, Kodi runs perfect. Also, in general, the setup, when it's all set up, there's no problems with this guy, except for, you know, the Wi-Fi issue, which I mentioned. But in general, if you spend the time to set this up properly, it'll work just fine. For the Beelink MX Mini. Oh, let me come back to this. I want to say that also the inputs, there's an extra input than the others don't have. It's an AV input. Just wanted to mention that. That's a plus. For the Beelink Mini, I want to say this is a great launcher. I really like the launcher on the Beelinks. To me, it should be part of the Google Play Store as a launcher. Now, you know, some people will say no, the launcher's no good, add something else, but that's just my opinion. To me, everything works the way it should. Firmwares work great. It's just the Kodi issue. Beelink GT1 also has the same launcher as the Mini MX. So to me, it's a great launcher, great Wi-Fi, very fast on all apps. But hey, Beelink, hello, fix Kodi crashing, and it's one of the best boxes out there in my opinion. So out of these three, which one would I suggest to everybody? Well, you know, for the money, the cheaper one would be the Mini, but my suggestion would be to get the GT1 out of all three of these. And just wait for the Kodi firmware fix. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or the like, and we'll see you next time.